Lieutenant General James Jackson coined World War II and Korean War veteran Frank Cross at the Museum of Aviation, Robins Air Force Base, Georgia. Mr. Cross, a World War II bomber pilot, is the museum's oldest volunteer, having volunteered a record 13,000 hours at the museum. General Jackson, the commander of the Air Force Reserve, was at the museum videotaping a Powered by Innovation segment when Mr. Cross arrived. At that time, there was a break in the videotaping, and General Jackson decided to honor Mr. Cross with a general's coin for his honorable service.
Oh, right here, young man.
I'm glad to meet you, sir.
Oh, it's my pleasure, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And on behalf of the men and women of the Air Force Reserve and, of course, this great museum, we wanted to go ahead and give you a coin, if you don't mind.
Oh, thank you, sir. That's
Appreciate it
great.
very much.
During World War II, as a member of the Army Air Corps, Mr. Cross flew 70 missions in North Africa and flew 200 missions in Korea as part of the Air Force Reserve. He shared a war experience with the general.
He saved my life. You know, he talked me through the whole thing. I had to land naturally wheels up, but he was real abrupt with me, which was probably the best. But he said, "Don't touch that gear handle for no reason." You know, and I said, "No, sir." And then we went over a little ridge, and he said, "We just passed front line markers. We're going to land in a first rice paddy up this valley." He said, "Pop your canopy."
Yeah.
And I didn't know what, I mean, I never heard that. They didn't tell me that, checking me out.
Oh, yeah?
So I got rid of the canopy, and everything's shaking and vibrating and noise, and I made the best landing I ever made in a rice paddy. But I got back to the base. I said, "Sir, what's this about popping the canopy?" And he said, "Well, in World War II, a lot of the fighter pilots would have to make a crash landing, and they wouldn't pop the canopy. It'd jam too, and they'd sit there
They'd be
and
trapped
fry."
inside?
From the Museum of Aviation, for Air Force Reserve Command, I'm Manuel Smith.